We drop back in season 3 of Blood of Zeus. Finally, we've returned with this season, and I ain't gonna lie, it's one of my favorite animes on Netflix, and yes, I'm gonna classify it as an anime. I truly enjoy watching the show, and they just dropped season 3, so we're gonna get straight into it. And they come out hot. I'm talking guns a-blazing, and we get to see all of the characters plus many, many more. We get to see Gaia, we have Ares, Hades, Persephone, and then we learn about a few other new ones, such as Typhus, a devil-may-cry looking monster who is taking out Olympians left and right. This dude looks just like the devil off Devil May Cry, but he is really about that action. And in the first episode, he kills Ares, aka the god of war. We can tell that they're starting off this season with a bang because Gaia, at the end of season 2, she lets them know that the gods have not been doing their duty. They have been messing around, they have been whoring around, they have been being malicious with their powers. And in the opening episode, Gaia releases these ancient demons to cleanse the failed gods of Olympus. That's right, Mount Olympus, Hera, Achilles, Apollo, they're not doing their job, so Gaia is going to release the Titans to cleanse the earth, cleanse the gods, and put them back to their true glory. And that's when we get introduced into Kronos. You have to remember, he has always been caged up. He has been hidden in the underworld and locked up. Kronos is the god Titan. He is the one who is the father to Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades. And they are heavily emphasizing how strong he is, because in episode 2, we get a bunch of things such as the presumed death of Persephone, which is the wife to Hades. They are giving kudos to all of these gods, and it is awesome. You get to see Zeus hiding, running around like a little kid. You get to see Hades getting beat to death, and then you get the Titan Kronos. Kronos is the god of the Olympians, and he shows why. He pretty much is the person who brought all the Titans into being, and he got too strong and they had to hide him and lock him up in Hades. But we get to see his power. As we first get him unlocked by Gaia, he's an average sized guy, average to the gods that is. But you have to remember, he is a gigantic monster. And once he is introduced to the sun, he grows to his full size, which is truly daunting. He's easily over 100 feet tall. And as we all know about the Greek myth, they use their size to their advantage. We also get a little bit more of Greek myth whenever we see the New World gods versus the Old World gods. They're hitting all of the green lights. They're showing us all the cool things. And this is only in the first few episodes of Blood of Zeus. And once he is restored to his true power, the first thing he does is he tries to cleanse the Olympian bloodline. He states that they need to get back to their primordial roots. They need to sacrifice themselves, and he is the only one. When he is doing his cleansing, he doesn't just kill them so they go to the land of the Styx. No, he goes a step further. This man is throwing gods into the abyss. The abyss is the end all be all. There is no coming back from that, and that is the statement that he is trying to make. In Blood of Zeus, you can say what you want about the animation, you can say what you want about the storyline, but it gets straight to the point in every single episode. And you best believe if you're watching this, you're going to have plenty of battle, plenty of action. It is true fun. I love Greek mythology, and the way that they put this together is amazing. Hell, we're only 3 episodes in, and we even get to see Atlas. That's right, Atlas, the person who is turning the earth, is one of Kronos' titans. And guess what? He gets released. Not only that, but this man Kronos continues to unleash his army of titans. And once they are all released because they've been locked up by the gods, they are doing some straight destruction. We are talking old school Thanos. As a remaining Olympian, they try to draw for a few straws, but this gets them nowhere. The only 2 people that can save them right now is Hera, the 2 demigods, Heron and Seraphim. But they stand no chance against Kronos. And it's the lore behind him. It's the way that he is talking. I keep comparing him to Thanos because Thanos is the Titan in the Marvel Universe and he is a Titan being Kronos. And just his verbiage, the way that he is talking, he's like, we need to restore this era. We need to bring them back to whenever we were good. We got to bring everybody back to the golden era of Titans. And as the battles continue on through the series, we come to a standstill. The standstill point is going to be Kronos and Typhus versus Seraphim and Heron. In his closing statement to these guys, he's like, listen, once we have the golden era of the Titans back, all you have to do is drink this mystery liquid that I was providing for you all. It's going to erase your memory, and then you will be one of us. You will be as equal as us. The thing that Kronos is offering is they are going to be reborn. Zeus, again, down there whoring around, having offspring, having bastard children, has ruined and soiled the legacy. He says that the gods have become too soft, so he is offering them a chance to join him. In Blood of Zeus, besides the wonderful story play, you get different levels and you get a different view of the old gods versus the new gods, and they do a very good job of it. What I mean is you have the demigods, Seraphim and Hieron, who are demigods, so they're 6 feet tall. Then all of a sudden you have Hera, who is towering over them, anywhere from 8 to 9 feet tall. And then all of the Titans, again, standing at a towering and daunting 100 feet tall. It is great. And as we finally come to the ultimatum, as we finally come to the end of season 3, where Typhus and Cronus are going against Hieron and Seraphim, the final battle comes, and being a Titan, he knows that the ploy for the humans or the demigods is to get them down on his level. Again, his ego gets the best of him, and they end up fighting it out as a 2v2. The demigods end up getting him on a even battlefield, and one thing leads to another, and Zeus is released. That's right, we come to the very end, and we know that the good guys have to win. And in a last-ditch effort by Hieron, as he is fighting Typhus, you gotta remember, the man who took out the god of war. And earlier in season 2, Ares versus Hieron, it ended very bad. That was one of the worst beatings I've ever seen. But needless to say, Hieron turns himself into a lightning bolt, and he is the first person to truly inflict damage by cutting off Typhus's head. He is in full effect, and he is all the way down. And this is when all the Titans come out. This is when Hera finally releases her true plan, and she summons Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, and they are fighting their father. This is the Olympian 3v1 against the almighty Titan god Kronos. This is the highlight. This is the climax of the entire season, and we get to see the final blow, which is delivered by Seraphim. He picks up his staff, throws it through his head, and this is how you go out. If you are a bad guy, he goes out Eren Yeager style. This man was not going to succeed. This man was not going to give up, and he died on his shield by taking one straight to the dome by his grandson, Seraphim. And that's it. That's the icing on the cake. That is the perfect ending to an anime just like that. Blood of Zeus Season 3 is essentially everything that we needed. Now, the second half of the show was rushed. I'm not going to lie. The first 4 episodes, you get nothing but action. And then, as they did in Season 2, you get a little bit of a sideline of the side characters. You learn a little bit about Kofi and a few other people who did huge sacrifices to get them where they were. But this is what they do. This is the type of anime that you have to go into and you're like, you know what, I'm going to binge watch this all day. They're 30-minute episodes. You can get the entire season 3 in about 2.5, 3 hours. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a fun anime. It's a light one. It's something you can burn through really, really quick. That seems to be the series finale. I'm a huge fan of it. It's always going to be one of my favorites, just with the gore, the muscles, the Greek mythology, and the slight truth to it. But hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Be sure to check out the Discord. Talk with some like-minded people, because we're in there chopping it up about Blood of Zeus, Frieren, some of the classics like Attack on Titan, Solo Leveling, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and many, many more. We're also doing some type of suggestions, so if there's any anime you want me to review, any anime that you're currently watching, make sure you see it down in the Discord. I'll see you guys on the next one.